Shakespeare once said, "What's in a name?" Well, from an airline's perspective, it could be the difference between taking off and staying grounded. In fact, one Mississauga woman learned that the hard way when WOW Airlines told her that she wasn't going to Iceland last night, all because her middle name wasn't on her boarding pass.
We're really looking forward to this trip.
Her bags were packed. She was ready to go, but Ashley Collins didn't make it any further than the WOW check-in counter at Ferguson International Airport.
Once we get to the front, the lady literally said to her supervisor, "It's another one." So she handed my passport and said I was missing the middle name from the ticket, so I was denied boarding the flight.
That's because her passport says her full name is Ashley Christina Dawn Collins. Her boarding pass only had her first and last.
They said they can't change the name less than 4 hours before the flight, so we had no options at that point.
How did you feel at that point?
Stuck. It was very frustrating because they were really no help. The supervisor literally said this is a thing that's been happening with the airline. He said they denied 11 people for the flight the previous day.
Airline expert Gabor Forgax with Ryerson University says it's quite a common and expensive problem for airlines.
It happens about 60,000 times a year that there's a passenger who is not admitted into a country of arrival, and airlines are fined
up to $4,000 per passenger.
Airlines learn to be very careful because they can be in a lot of trouble for not complying with the regulations that require that the names of the passenger must exactly match the travel documentation.
WOW Airlines did not respond to our requests for comment. Collins ended up paying for a new flight out of Pearson the next day, and the total was more than a round-trip airfare combined.
Just to advise everyone to make sure you put your middle name, whether the airline requires it or not, because you don't want to run into a situation like I did.
So if you're watching this and you want to contact your airline to change the name on your boarding pass, well, that could cost you as well. WOW Airlines, for example, charges passengers $23 just to make the switch.